In this video, we're going to look at a case study to assist trustees in applying Section 37C in practice. Leroy has been a member of his company's pension fund and recently died in service before retirement. Leroy left behind two legal dependents from two different mothers. The first legal dependent is Jared, a 23-year-old student who works part-time, and part of his studies is being funded by a scholarship. The second legal dependent is Amy, an 8-year-old daughter that is being looked after by her maternal grandmother. Jared sends money on a monthly basis to the grandmother for the upkeep of Amy. Jared claims that he is Amy's legal guardian, and the grandmother claims that she is Amy's caregiver. What are the factors that the trustees need to take into account in order to ensure that they make a fair distribution in this particular instance? The trustees need to look at Jared's claim that he is the legal guardian of Amy. In order for the trustees to allocate money to Jared, Jared has got to put proof before the trustees that he has been appointed as the legal guardian of Amy. In as far as the claim of the grandmother is concerned that she is the caregiver of Amy, that is a fact, and the trustees just need to take that into consideration. In this instance, we need to determine who Leroy's dependents are. Jared is a 23-year-old student and he is a legal dependent. Amy is an 8-year-old daughter and she is a minor legal dependent. What is the process that the trustees must follow in order to ensure that they're making a fair and equitable distribution in this instance? The trustees have got to look at the facts before them. They've identified the legal dependents of the deceased. They've got to look at Jared's position as a 23-year-old student, and they've got to look at Amy's position as a minor child. Having considered all these factors, the trustees have now got to decide on an appropriate method of payment. Because Jared is a 23-year-old major, the payment should be made directly to Jared. However, the trustees could use their discretion and they could pay, with his permission, Jared's portion into a beneficiary fund. Because Amy is an 8-year-old minor that is being cared for by her grandmother, a caregiver, the appropriate method of payment in these circumstances would be payment into a beneficiary fund. Having decided on an appropriate method of payment, the trustees would then, in terms of the audi alteram partem principle in law, give the dependents an opportunity to object or approve of their proposed distribution. If there are any objections, the trustees would consider any relevant facts, and if there are no objections, the trustees would then proceed with payment.